Yeah, welcome back to my class. Today we want to look at user input. Now, every program that you see basically has three major parts: the input, the process, and then the output, right? So you have first one, input, right? You have process, and then you have the output, right? You have these two. Now, in C doesn't really have a keyword to accept data from the user. That is where you have the standard input output header coming into play, right? That library, that's why you have it coming into play. So today I want to show you how C language actually captures data from the user. Because what you are actually doing, let's say you go to a company, you go to the bank, what everybody is doing is you are inputting data to the machine, which is what the application that the developer has written. So when you input the data, this application is going to process that data and give you an output. So how do you capture that data in C language? That is what I want to show you in this class. So let me just demonstrate that with a little program. Let's say I write this, right? My preprocessor, I say include stdio.h, right? Then I come here and I'll say int my main function, which is the main body of the program, the entry point of the program, and I will do this. Now I'm going to declare three variables. So I will say int, I will declare the first one, price, then quantity, right? And then total. I'll just name it this way, and then I'll close this statement. Now, I can do this. The reason I can do this is because price, quantity, and total are from the same rem, which is what? The integer rem. So I can put them on the same line and then separating them with the comma and then ending my statement here. I can do this. So I've declared three variables. Now I can initialize these variables by saying price, assign 100 to price, and then I'll close this comment. I'll say quantity, assign 4 to quantity, and then I'll close this comment. Here I will say total, which is the TTL, price multiplied by quantity, right? And then I'll close this here. Then I can come here and I'll say print F. I want to project it on the screen. Total, right? So I'll say total, then I'll call my format specifier D, and then I'll close this here, and then comma, TTL. Then I'll end this here. Then I'll come here and I'll say return 0, and then I'll close this here. Then my curly bracket, I'll come here and I'll end it. Now this is my program. So what will happen is that I've initialized three variables, and then I have created these three variables. That is declaration. This is to create. So I created this price, I created quantity, and I created total. These are variables, messengers. So I'm sending these messengers to the integer rem. So the price will go and collect 100. Quantity will go and collect 4. Then this arithmetic will take place, which is this variable and this variable will come together. Their total, they will assign it to this other variable. Then I will go to this function. So this printf, right, is coming from this stdio.h. It's going to project the whole process output on the screen. Now, this is my format specifier. This is a string literal. So this one will be printed out on the screen. Then this format specifier is telling us where to get, how to interpret. I'm still going to explain this to you when I get to that class. So, but this place is a placeholder, I told you before, expecting what? An integer. So the total, which is the value that will be gotten here, will be placed in this place. So this one will give us total, right? And then it will give us the value, which is what? 400. That is what this will give us. Now, what if I now want to change the quantity, the price and the quantity, or any one? That means I will have to come to this program, write this script again, then compile it again before running. I don't want to be doing that. So I need to have a way to, every time I run this program, it will ask me to input data into the program and then it will execute. That is what I want. So I have to change my script from this. So to do that, I have to, so I'm just going to clean this and clean this, right? So I will leave that one. So to achieve that, where I want you to input the value every time I run the script, and I will have to introduce scanf. Now, here I'm saying I've declared 3 variables. So the first thing I will do now is I will say printf, right? Enter value for price and quantity. So this will be printed out on the screen. Then I will close this. Then here, once this is printed out on the screen, I will do scanf. I'll bring my format specifier, percentage %d, then another %d. Then I'll close this and then I'll say comma. Then I'll bring this sign, address of price and address of quantity. Then I will close this and I will close this. Now, my printf is going to print out enter value for price and quantity. So whatever value that I type, say I type 100, that first one will be for price. So it will store it in this address. Then I will enter the second value, which is 4. That 4 will store it in this address. So this is the address of price and address of quantity. That's what this scanf will do. Now, where is this printf and this scanf? You will find it here. That's where you find this. So this is where they've been declared. And now I'm calling them to use them here. Now the next thing that will happen is, having entered that value, I will now say TTL, assign price multiplied by quantity to it. Then I will come here and I will say printf total, then I'll do my %d, then TTL. Then I will close this statement. Then I will say return 0. Then I will close. Then my curly bracket, I will close it. So this is my program. Now, what is going to happen here is that the moment I execute this program, right, it will print out enter value for price and quantity. That is what will be displayed on the screen. Then I will enter the first value. That first value will be stored in price. Then I will enter the second value. That second value will be stored in quantity. Then it will come to this place and it will say price multiplied by quantity. It will assign the value to what? To this total, which is this other variable. Then it will come to this printf. It will print total, which is string literal. And this place is expecting a value, which is an integer value. So the value of this TTL is what is going to be stored here. So it will print out the same thing on the screen. Then it will return to the operating system, right? Now, when I execute this program again, it will print out this on the screen again, and then I will enter another value. So that is what it's going to do. So using this scanf, this lecture is just for me to demonstrate how this scanf is used to capture data from the users into the system for the program to process and then give you your expected output. So that is what I want to show you in this class. The next class, I'll be showing you comments in C. So till we see in the next class. Bye-bye.